So the Oppo Find N6 is launching next week, and while I've had a unit with me in the studio for a minute, my hands are pretty tied with what I can actually share with you in terms of specs and opinions, but I can bring you a full unboxing experience, as well as chat about that crease, or lack thereof. Just like with previous Oppo foldables, box contents are stacked. Inside its fancy looking box is of course the device, but we'll get to that in a sec. First thing we see under the phone is an 8 amp charging cable and an included 80 watt Super VOOC charging block. In the box on the left there's some paperwork and very generously an aramid fiber case with a faceplate to match. Nice touch, Oppo. Oh, and there's also a SIM ejector tool under all of that. I have the phone in the Stellar Titanium color, but you can also snatch one up in Blossom Orange. The titanium color which I have is exactly my style, and that flat backplate is made from aircraft grade fiber, which is 43% thinner than standard glass and is supposedly even stronger. The camera housing doesn't stick out too much, and the flash has moved back to the outside of the module, just like we saw with the Find N3. I can't tell you too much about camera specs, but there is a new 200 megapixel Hasselblad ultra clear camera, so expect camera performance to increase by quite a bit this year. The brushed finished side rails are made from 7000 series aerospace grade aluminum, and the cover screen uses nanocrystal glass, all of which can be protected by that included fiber case, which is honestly so thin that I can see myself using it on the daily. But maybe not, because there is another case which I was sent. And it comes with a stylus. Here's the AI pen kit, which makes sense considering this is a foldable phone. The color matches the phone, and the pen that comes with it magnetically snaps into it. Under the case sits some paperwork and a tip removal tool along with some extra pen tips. The pen charges when it's in the case, and the case is on your phone, and it feels great when using it. But more on all of that in my full review. Alright, so before we get into the big one, well, the small one, the Crease. It's worth mentioning that we now get better dust and water certifications with IP56, 58 and IP59. So it's not only more waterproof than Samsung's foldable, but it's more dustproof too. Okay, so the Crease. Well, foldable creases are largely due to one main thing, the hinge that makes foldables fold. The central place of the hinge is the most critical area, as there are dozens of complex components, so one tiny inconsistency in this piece creates a visible and tactile crease when the screen sits on top of it. To overcome this issue, Oppo have moved to their second generation titanium Flexion hinge, which includes an industry first, 3D liquid printing. There's so much to this and so many numbers behind it, so I'll be sure to pop a link down below for those of you who'd like to read up more about it. But what it means to you is that every tiny little gap in the hinge's design has been completely filled and smoothed in order to bring you that zero crease look and feel. There's still no gap, but this new hinge uses a new water drop shape that is 11% wider to increase the radius, allowing a more gentle curve and making it easier to minimize the visibility of the actual crease. And don't worry, this doesn't mean the phone is thicker. There's also now a cover balance pivot which prevents stress when folding, and a new carbon fiber support plate to help restore flatness when unfolding, and it helps prevent deformation over time. With all this, there's virtually no crease. It's barely visible, and you'd have to try really hard to feel for it. And this is also possible because unlike other foldables that use ultra thin glass, the Find N6 uses auto smoothing flex glass instead, which provides an 82% reduction in crease depth. This type of material is 50% thicker and offers a 100% improvement in shape recovery. To solidify this, Oppo have put it through tests to ensure it remains just as flat 600,000 folds down the line, and has been rated to continue working perfectly even 1 million fold cycles later. You really have to see it in person to feel the difference. Honestly, my biggest issue with using a foldable in the past, as a daily driver, has been the crease. So this seriously changes the game. That's pretty much all I can cover today, but I can't wait to deep dive into every single aspect of this phone. Launch date is set for March 17th, but I want to spend a good amount of time with the device before actually bringing you my full, honest review. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, this is TechNick, and I'll catch you in the next one.